again. Thank you for being here. Um, just a heads up, I'm also learning. I'll never stop learning. And I even got a few pointers from Banak's presentation. So thank you. Thank you for being here. Um, yes, I'm recording it, I think. I think. Okay. So yeah, do I start? Okay, yeah. So you might be wondering why I have a photo of hangers here. For the matcha latte, I'm just craving right now, so I just placed it there. So yeah, hangers. A few years ago, I attended this branding class that weirdly. Oh really? I thought I was sharing it. Can you see it now? Yes, right. Okay. Yeah. So you might be wondering why there is a hanger or there are hangers in the cover, whatever cover photo. Um, it's because a few years ago I attended this branding class, and it weirdly discussed the importance of good branding and really consequently great customer journeys through a hanger. It was led by this professor. Wait, sorry. I don't know how to. Okay. So while being interviewed for a job at a business school, he opened his closet and he noticed the sight of this ugly hanger. And once he met the head of the cost cutting committee, he understood like why they have such ugly hangers. It was because the hangers kept on disappearing. Guests at London Business School kept on stealing them and keeping them as souvenirs. And I mean, I would probably steal like how you would steal hotel hotel shampoo or soap. That's how they did it. And I would probably steal one myself if I had the chance. And in my personal notes, I made a list of pros and cons of this example. And um, if I were to experience it, do the pros really outweigh the cons of ugly hangers? It very much affects the customer experience or the person experience and the relationships moving forward. You have the pros like it saves money, it saves cost, and it's very convenient for businesses because it's very cost efficient. But then again, the cons are it's not that beautiful. It's ugly. It screams you are a thief to you, and you will remember the experience. Imagine being a visitor at London Business School and having all these grand experiences, and then you see that hanger, and boom, your negative experience is there. So after the professor got the job, he was an advocate of beautiful hangers. He had these replaced with hangers um, which had their brand, which is London Business School. Sorry, I don't have a photo, so I have these branded hangers. And he even encouraged the students to steal them. Why? They were putting the advertising in their closets, and it reminded them of the positive experience that they've had, and they start talking about their relationship with London business schools to everyone. So they become advocates themselves. And I guess that's what you'd want for your brand or your business or your company. You'd want people not only to be loyal customers, but also like advocates that will push to their friends your brand, to subscribe, to buy, or even just to consider your brand. It can take up to 12 positive experiences to make up for one negative experience. And this is why brands invest so much in the brand experiences and user journey. So, what's the difference between the journey and the experience? The experience is a point of interaction between the customer and the brand, like um, any point, even just a little, with the brand and the between the brand and the customer. And the journey is the collective customer experiences across different touch points. So the journey basically is the collection of experience. Um, it's a series of experiences across different touch points. I know this is an overused example, but um, when you see the word on the screen, think of think of a brand that it reminds you of, like this one, Magical. If anyone's there, is anyone there? Okay, so I think no one's there. So Magical, Disney, Happiness, Coca-Cola, Challenge. This is not an adjective, but it evokes feelings to those who have come across or heard it TikTok. I don't know if TikTok is popular in Cambodia, but it's pretty popular here in the Philippines. So in this brief exercise, we were able to learn how much a brand really affects us. It makes us feel things, and so brands, as I have mentioned, invest so much in putting value. Oh, really? It makes us feel things, like TikTok. And as I have mentioned, they invest so much in putting value to experiences. So the user journey, as some would suggest, goes beyond the sales funnel. This is an example of a user journey on a sales funnel. It might be different from per brand. Uh, so I should have put a slide here. But sales funnel basically refers to the buying process that companies lead customers or people through when purchasing products. Like you have the awareness stage, the consideration, the acquisition, the service, and the loyalty. And in these stages, you have different points where the brands would come across the customers. And it's pretty complex here, but again, it differs per brand. And this is why Nike don't only have shoes, they have uh, apps, they have workout videos, um, they have fitness trackers because they want to be part of your lifestyle. And when you have the transformative impact on people, that's where the value is created. Earlier in my internship, I was asked to do a community engagement plan for Just Good. And in the several calls that I had, and I remember specifically with Shong, she asked me to identify the different touch points where, like where would people come across Just Good, even in the slightest area. And um, that became a learning experience for me, honestly, because I really don't think about the flow of how things would be or the things would look like. And I'm very random that way. And this project or this assignment should be process oriented. It's as if I had to be the customer myself. So I created this flow chart, and because I'm a really visual person, I added some elements to it. It looks complicated, I guess, but yeah, this is basically how I map the customer journey, so to speak. You have there every touch point, or as I like to call it, moments that matter. You have awareness, brand partnerships, consideration, purchasing, delivery, and the customer engagements that follow. And this this flow chart or this touch points and this journey is not just for the customers, but for the different key players like the partners, the suppliers, the delivery guys. Instead of talking in length about it, I researched some fun ways brands are doing to make the most out of the customer journey. And they are, for me, they're pretty inspiring. Um, One, gamification, rewarding behavior. You have Starbucks. Starbucks My Rewards. So the people can register for my rewards through the Starbucks app. Every time they purchase a Starbucks app or they visit Starbucks, they gain stars, and there are actually different levels depending on the degree of loyalty that you have. And the benefits include an extra cup of coffee. Here in the Philippines, um, when you purchase 12 cups of coffee, you get one free grande cup. And also, we have birthday gifts. When it's your birthday, they give you a cake and so on. Personal touch, personalization, establishing status. You have Spotify's Discover Weekly. So Spotify's Discover Weekly is a curated playlist of tracks that Spotify thinks the user will like. Um, like any other personalization and recommendation platforms, it largely um, does this with the help of algorithms, and it depends on the taste profile, the listening behavior, and your most popular playlist. So that's how they personalize your listening experience. And another one is Birchbox. Birchbox, I think, I don't know if it's in the US, but it's a subscription box. It's a non-digital product, but before you can be a customer or you can subscribe to Birchbox, they give you a questionnaire and you would answer to your preferences, so what you'd like to have, what products are you using, and what you don't like, so that when you purchase a subscription box, it makes sure that every box that you get is not wasted. You don't throw away any products because you don't like it. So it's personalized that way. Going social, empowering affiliation. You have Alfred LA. So with its sleeve collaboration. Alfred LA is a cafe in the United States that's popular for um, their coffee sleeves collaboration. They collaborated with brands like Kylie Cosmetics, Bumble, Disney, and you wouldn't think that these brands would collaborate with a coffee or like with a cafe. Like what would a makeup brand have to do with coffee? But it makes it work with these pretty sleeves. Um, and their sleeves are so pretty that they often go viral online and they become part of the experience of not only the customers but also like the prospective customers, those who are considering in buying a coffee from them. And when you go to their website, they have an archive of sleeves they've done before. These are a few examples: Kylie Cosmetics, Nike, Bumble, Lululemon. Fun facts, inspiring curiosity. I included this because I know Sophia and Song talk about it. Reformation. I've been a fan of sustainable brands, and upon browsing Reformation, a fashion brand that promises to put people and planet first, they have the sustainability impact in their products. It shows you exactly, like when you click a certain product, example, a skirt, you would know how your purchase, how that skirt would impact the environment. So that's how they do the fun facts at Reformation. Taking action, building habits. You have Lululemon. Lululemon is an activewear brand. Um, its best sellers are yoga pants and sports bras. And they have this 10K training program. Um, it's basically a series of to-do lists weekly, and by the end of like several weeks, you would be able to run 10K. Like that's the goal. And that's I guess that's what people are looking for. Um, they are looking for the routine, and so every day they log into Lululemon and they browse the to-do list like this yoga, the long run, the easy run, because they expect that by the end of those weeks they would be able to run 10K, and that's how they build the habit. So yeah, that's how brands interact with you, and how they make these events stand out or interesting. Thank you. Yeah, that's all. Thank you. And if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please don't hesitate to message me. Thank you. Am I still? Yeah, I'm still. Thank you again for attending. Hope to see you soon. Bye.